Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. I hope you'll become one of my subscribers and I hope you enjoy this video. And to all my other subscribers, all my wonderful subscribers, thank you so much for watching my videos and helping me grow my channel. So today I am going to show you guys how to make a chocolate zucchini cake with boiled frosting. I have some fresh zucchinis that I want to put to good use, and this is probably the best way I can think of to use them. So today, chocolate zucchini cake. Let's get baking.
Alright, so to get started, we are going to start with all the dry ingredients. So I'm going to add 2.5 cups of flour, 1 3/4 cups of sugar, 1/4 cup of cocoa powder, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of salt, all together in a bowl. And I'm just going to give it all a good mix so it's all combined. And then I'm going to set this bowl aside while we get the wet ingredients ready. Next up are the wet ingredients. So in your mixer bowl, you're going to put in 1/2 cup of butter, 2 eggs, 1/4 cup of oil, a splash of vanilla or a teaspoon, whichever you prefer, and 1/4 cup of cold coffee. Probably that coffee that's sitting in the coffee pot that you forgot to drink this morning. That is the perfect stuff to use. Then we're just going to put this on the mixer, mix it all together, and we are ready to add the dry ingredients. I'm now ready to start adding the dry ingredients. So along with the dry ingredients, I'm going to be adding 1/2 cup of sour cream or plain Greek yogurt. I'm using sour cream this time. And I'm just going to alternate between some of the flour mixture and then a little scoop of the sour cream until all of it is mixed in and well combined. Alright, so the last thing we're adding to the cake batter is the zucchini. So I took 1 or 2 zucchinis, I shredded them, and it works out to be about 2 cups. I'm mixing it in by hand with a spoon rather than putting it on my mixer just because it's easier. And we're ready to put it in the cake pan. Alright, so cake pan, make sure you butter it and flour it really well so it doesn't stick. Then you're going to pour your cake batter into whatever pan you decide to use. Spread it all around. Then you're going to tap the cake pan on your countertop. You're going to spin it a few times very gently. You don't want your cake batter to come flying out of your pan. I have heard that this will help remove some of the air bubbles from your cake batter, as well as helping it from doming up too much. So it'll help keep it a little bit flatter. We'll see how well this turns out in a bundt pan, but I'm going to try it anyway. I always tap my cake pans though to help get some of the air out. Spinning it is a new thing for me, so I'm going to give this a try. Alright, so it's ready. My oven is preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and we are ready to put this in the oven to bake for about 50 minutes, 60 minutes or so. Alright, the cake looks fantastic so far and it smells delicious. Okay, so I baked it for about 50 to 60 minutes. I put in a toothpick, came out clean, so it's done. Now we have to let this completely cool before we put some frosting on it. So for the frosting, we are going to be making a boiled frosting, or also known as a 7-minute frosting, meringue frosting. I'm sure there's other names for it, but I call it a boiled frosting. So we are going to start with 2 or 3 egg whites. That's completely your preference. And I'm going to add 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar. God, I love saying that. And just a splash of vanilla. For some reason, my camera button, my record button, I think I forgot to push it again. I thought it was still recording when I added the cream of tartar and the splash of vanilla, but I guess I forgot to push the button. So anyway, don't forget to add those into your egg whites and then put it on your mixer and mix it until it's fluffy. Next, we're going to make our sugar base. Okay, so on a very, very low heat. You are gonna put 1.5 cups of sugar in a pot with 1/3 cup of water. And you're gonna give it all a mix until the sugar is dissolved. And then you are gonna just cook it and boil it until it reaches a temperature of 240 degrees Fahrenheit or 116 degrees Celsius, which is considered a soft ball in candy making. Once it reaches that temperature, then you are going to grab a heat-proof or heat-safe measuring cup. You're going to pour your sugar liquid into your measuring cup, and then you are going to take it over to your mixer where your egg whites are being whipped, and you are going to very, very, very slowly add your hot sugar into it. And you're going to mix it really slow for a while until it's all added, and then you are going to turn your mixer on high and whip them until you get a beautiful, fluffy, cloud-like frosting. So you will have to stop your mixer once in the mixing process to at least scrape down the sides of the bowl to make sure it's all combining properly. But after that, just whip it until it looks like a fluffy cloud. Once you reach that stage, then you just take your mixer bowl off, scrape down the sides of your bowl. It should have doubled in size and be very creamy and fluffy and glossy. It's so beautiful. Now we are ready to put this on our cake. So the one thing I do find about this frosting, as much as I love it, I love the sweetness, the fluffiness, and just how well it goes on a cake. I find that if you don't eat it right away, that it turns kind of gritty, like sugary. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's not a frosting that seems to last very long. Luckily, we usually eat this right away. I make it when we have company coming over or for my husband's birthday. It's one of his favorite cakes. So it doesn't go gritty that often. But I also made these into some cupcakes, and I found the next day, even just sitting out on the counter for the day, being that it's summertime, I think it went a little gritty faster than normal. Could have been from the humidity, but anyway, it's a fantastic frosting to try.
Oh my god, you guys, I tried so hard to make an ending for this video, but by the time I got this cake made, it was already gone. Everybody wanted a piece. I did my best to salvage a little bit of it to show you guys. It turned out fantastic. I am so happy with this recipe. It's the chocolate zucchini. All that zucchini adds moisture into it. It's beautiful. And the chocolate with a little bit of coffee gives it a great flavor as well. So remember to hit the like button, subscribe, and the notification bell. And I hope you really enjoy my videos because I enjoy making them. And I did save at least 1 or 2 pieces. I am not a chocolate cake fan. I don't really care for it, but I'm gonna try it anyway. It's delicious. Even though I don't care for chocolate, it is delicious. It's moist, it's flavorful, it's not too sweet, but with the frosting on top, the boiled frosting, it's amazing. They just go so well together and complement each other. This is a must try. I think I'm gonna make it again, probably this week with, I'm gonna add chocolate chips into it and make them into cupcakes instead. So, give it a try. This is a fantastic recipe, and thank you for watching today. I'll see you for whatever I make next.